Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Ad America with me, Andrea Oriel, your e-guide for today. Academic writing plays a vital role in spreading knowledge. However, writing might be a hard task to some people. So that's why in today's event, Academic Writing Workshop, we are going to help you to learn how to make an impactful academic paper. But before we start today's event, I have a little trivia question for you to answer. What is the purpose of an abstract in an academic paper? Is it A, to introduce the topic of the paper? Is it B, to provide a summary of the paper's main topic? Is it C, to include additional references and sources? Or D, to provide the author's personal opinion? If you think you know the answer, you can submit your answer to our social media platform, and the first person who is able to answer correctly will be receiving a shout out later from us in the end of the event. And now I would like to pass the mic to our Education USA advisor, Camila Tupono.
Good morning everyone. Selamat pagi semuanya. Selamat datang. Nama saya Mei. Saya salah satu Education USA Advisor di Ad America. Sebelumnya kita akan ngobrol-ngobrol sedikit dulu tentang Education USA. Sebelumnya ada yang udah pernah bertemu dengan salah satu advisor di Ad America atau udah kenal dengan Education USA? Oke, kalau belum, Education USA adalah advising network dari US Department of States. Kami di sini membantu teman-teman untuk mendapatkan informasi tentang belajar ke Amerika Serikat. Nah, di Indonesia kami punya 6 center totalnya. Ada 2 di Jakarta, 1 di Aceh, 1 di Surabaya, 1 di Malang, dan 1 lagi di Makassar. Di Jakarta ada 2, 1 di US Embassy dengan 2 orang advisor, dan di sini di At America ada 2 advisor juga. Ada saya dan partner saya, Kak Caroline. Untuk bertemu dengan advisor ini, teman-teman bisa langsung barcode-nya di situ di-scan, kemudian pilih jadwal yang sesuai dengan teman-teman untuk ketemu dengan advisor. Atau langsung ke calendly.com/educationusa Indonesia. Ketika bertemu dengan advisor, teman-teman boleh tanya-tanya, konsultasi, mau ke sekolah mana, mau persiapannya apa saja, ngobrol tentang beasiswa, atau juga tentang persiapan misalnya tes untuk English proficiency. Berhubungan dengan itu, hari ini kita sudah kedatangan pembicara yang luar biasa. Kita akan ngobrol tentang academic writing dengan Ibu Hafilia. Saya persilahkan. Terima kasih.
Okay, thank you, May. Good morning, everyone. Hello. For those of you who are here at the studio, as well as for those of you who are joining us via online, okay, maybe in Zoom or in other social media, in your other social media apps. Okay, so today's session, this is, let me remind you, this is a 4 session, a series of a 4 session. So if you are really interested, okay, about academic writing, to enhance, to develop, all right, to polish your academic writing skills, then we have a series of 4 sessions. Today is the first session, okay, and it will go continue, follow up by 3 other sessions, same time, same place, and the same, what is that? The same days, yeah? Okay, so what makes academic writing different, right? So I'm just going to go straight to the point because we only have like 75 minutes, yeah, with your question and answer later on. Okay, what makes it different? The academic writing. Number one, purpose, of course. When you write an academic essay, okay, or when you write anything for that matter, always remember your audience. You are not writing to yourself. You're writing some kind of information, feelings, your opinion, all right, for somebody else. Now, many writers forget that. Many writers think that I'm writing this, I understand what I write, and I think that other people will understand as well. Okay, but sometimes it gets confusing for the readers. So your main audience is, of course, the readers. In academic writing, of course, your audience are the scholars, your professors, when you're in college, when you're in high school. Remember that academic writing also takes place in the middle school, as early as high school, right? So you will be writing to scholars, you will, or academicians, you will be writing to researchers, you will be writing sometimes for your peers, if you are students, for your peers who, of course, come from a specific academic field. If you're studying psychology, naturally, you will be writing for your peers who are also studying the same field or maybe related to the field. Okay? That's the audience. And the purpose is, of course, to convey information, to present arguments. All right. This is a very common essay organization or purpose of writing an essay at the college level is presenting arguments. In another word, when you are presenting arguments, what you're doing is actually you are persuading other people, right? To, of course, understand your POV, your point of view. So there is always that persuasion part when you are writing argumentative essays. And when you're writing for a journal or you're writing a reaction paper, all right, then you are contributing to what we call scholarly discourse. Discourse is communication. Yeah, this this way in writing, that means communication through writing. Okay, what's another thing? Tone and style. This is the feature. Remember that because it's academic, it's very formal. In research papers and in essays, of course, no slang. Okay, and no contractions. Don't, won't. Okay, they usually spell it out. Do not. Okay, will not. Now, it is also based on evidence. This is a typical character of the academic text. It is based on evidence. It is based on logical reasoning. Okay. It is based on data. Yeah. Especially now we're talking a lot about data driven. Okay. Text, data driven information. And of course, other references that we need to support argument. Remember, this is the main characteristic of an academic essay. Style is structured, meaning it is a clear organization. It's not like reading a novel, it's not writing a novel, okay, in which you can uh, freely, of course, develop your writing. But it follows a clear organization. It follows academic conventions. Do you know what conventions mean? Convention is rules, okay? And I wrote that, especially when you're writing research paper, okay? Then we have specific citation style to cite your resources based on data, based on reference, right? How do you cite your resources? And we have two styles, which is the APA, which is another one, the MLA. APA stands for the American Psychological Associations, and usually that's for the social sciences, okay, topics. MLA is from the Modern Language Association. In your college, your um, professors will, of course, tell you which conventions you have to follow. And it's usually very clear cut. They tell you how to, even the formatting, the style, the paragraphing, indented, how many space? Is it indented? That's all there in the EPA as well as the MLA. We're not going to go into that, yeah, because that's very, very detailed. And you will learn it anyway. Once you are assigned, once you have to do an essay based on either of the two conventions. Okay? So this is what makes it different. This is what makes the characteristic of an academic writing. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to give you an example. This is taken from, if you don't know, the T. This is the new logo for the TOEFL. Okay. So this is the new logo for the TOEFL. I took this piece of text, all right, from the TOEFL reading text. Actually, this is a writing piece, yeah, but then this is from the reading. Look at the reading, all right. So, and this is taken from the 2023 TOEFL sample, right? This year's sample. Okay, the newest. Now, if you look at the text, all right? Look at the text. Look at the paragraphing. Okay. So, how many paragraphs do we have when you look at something? How many paragraphs? Because you need to be able to understand a text to be able to transfer that later on to when you're writing. Okay. So how many paragraphs do we have here? 4 paragraphs. That's easy. All right. And what is the purpose? I'm going to give you time to read. All right. Calm down, calm down. Okay. Let's just read with pleasure. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you a few minutes. Yeah. I think about 3 to 4 minutes to read. Just read and decide the purpose, the audience, and the tone and style. Lihat aja supaya you understand it. Okay, guys? You okay? This is quite easy. Yeah. It's not that academic. Ito loh. Okay. Not that academic. And I think the vocabulary is quite uh manageable for you to understand. I'll focus on the structure first. So what does the first paragraph, what is the purpose? What is this piece of text telling the audience? Can anyone tell me? Those of you in Zoom can also uh, put their uh, comments, yeah, in the chat box. Or is the screen still blurred? Well, the text is a bit blurred. That's for me. Okay. Anyone? What is the purpose? Yes. Go ahead. Uh, Okay, go ahead.
It's about eco certification.
Okay.
So the writer the writer explained that not many companies want to do eco certification, and they said the reason in that, something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Okay. Not many companies. What do you, is this specific?
No,
Or,
no. They only give reason why many companies doesn't want to do eco certification.
okay. Anyone wants to add to that information? Does anyone want to add to that information? Okay, from Zoom, providing arguments on why eco certification will not work well in the US market. So I think Rusmi, your name is, sorry, Kiki. So Kiki, here's another one from your friend in Zoom, all right? I think it's a she. Okay, she added, which market? You said not many companies would like to apply or to adopt the eco certification, right? Which companies? Is there any specific? The wood companies, okay. Where region we're talking about? In the United States, okay. All right. Now, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Because this has something to do with what we are going to discuss. Look at that sentence, the last sentence of the paragraph. You have, however, it, what is the it? If you were writing the complete subject, because this is like a replacement, yeah? It, remember, it is replacing, right? That's why we call it a reference. It refers to something else there. What? It is unlikely that would. It, which one? The right, the certification, right? The the eco certification, right? So you can say, however, e-certification is unlikely. It is unlikely, the e-certification, unlikely that wood companies in the United States will do the same. All right. Look at that last sentence. Now, then, right, as Kiki mentioned, then the essay, the piece of writing here goes on to explain the reason. So you have the reason there, right? So again, do you still remember? An academic writing usually inform, persuade, educate. Which one is this? It could be both. It could be a multiple of things. But what do you think? It's more to inform, right? It is more to inform that now we have e-certification. All right. Okay. Eco certification. All right. And if you look at the structure of the essay, ini tidak complete loh sebetulnya because this is a reading text. All right. But I thought it was easy for you to understand. Yeah. Now, can you see the basic essay structure on the left side? So you have section 1. Basically, you just need to group, okay? Group your essay into 3 sections or 3 parts. Very simple. Make everything simple, all right? Section 1 is what we call the introduction. Section 2 is what we call the body. And section 3, of course, is the closing or the conclusion. Now, but what do this section contain? Right? What do this section contain? It says that section 1 should have a general statement, a thesis statement, and it would be better, the ideal would be an outline of the main points. What do we mean section 1 introduction has all these features? Where is section 1 in this piece of text that you just read? The first paragraph. So section in this diagram is actually paragraph. Okay? Okay. Look at the first paragraph. Do we have general statements? General statements? What do we have? This thesis statement? Nanti ya, nanti lebih tahu lagi thesis statement. I'm just giving you ideas first. General statement. Tadi apa? What does it talk about? What is the topic? What's the idea? Eco certification, right? Eco certification for whom? For what? Wood companies. Oke, itu kan, that's the topic. Tapi kenapa dia narrow down? Are we talking about where the eco certification was created? Are we talking about who started this idea? Okay, remember in writing you have, just remember journalistic, because we have the 5 W's. The who, the what, the when, the where, the what. It goes back again basically to that. Nah, ini you already pinpoint the idea. Oh, this is about eco certification of wood companies. Itu kan? Oke. Apanya, dari sisi apanya, from which aspect, where the eco certification was created, was what is that? Was designed, who, when, atau apa? How, which WH? Here we have this one. Is it how? Because that's a big topic. That's where writing comes in. You cannot start with something very big. If you have something very, very big, eco certification, you need to narrow it down. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about the history of eco certification? You want to talk about the process of eco certification? You want to talk about the impact of eco certification? You get the idea? Yeah. When you have the eco certification of wood companies, right? You need to narrow it down. And that's where the thesis statement comes in. Kalau kalian nggak jago-jago bikin thesis statement, you're going to go everywhere. Your thesis statement is your controlling idea. Dia yang jagain, guard you from going here, going there, going all over the place. It gives you control, right? And it makes it easier for you to develop your essay. Okay? Now, ada yang jagain di sini. Okay? Ada yang control. Okay, we're talking about eco certification for wood companies, but which aspect yang akan diangkat? That's the whole idea. Which aspect does the writer want to explain? Does the writer want to inform? Tadi inform kan katanya? Which one? Ini kan? That wood companies in the United States itu will not adopt this this eco certification. And we're going to tell you why. Okay? You got the idea? You see how it's narrowed down. Yeah? So yes, it has general statements, blah 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 blah, and then it has a thesis statement. Can you tell me where the thesis statement is then? The first sentence, the second sentence, the third sentence, the last sentence. Yang mana? The last sentence. Which is the normal, usual, easier way to do it. When you are writing, don't make yourself, don't bring hardship to yourself. Gitu loh. Ya, bikin semua sesimpel mungkin. Start with a very clear idea. Okay? Nah, kemudian kita datang ke body. Right? This is the introductory paragraph. So a section here in the structure means paragraph, right? We have the body, okay? We have the bodies now. How many paragraphs do we have? 1, 2, 3, right? So the body of your essay consists of paragraphs. There is no template ya, mesti 3, mesti 4, mesti 5, doesn't matter. Okay. Dulu we usually when we teach writing to high school students, to SD, to middle school, yeah, we usually start with 5 paragraphs. Introductory, 3 paragraphs for body, and 1 body for conclusion. But now it's up to you. It depends on how you develop your essay. Okay? So it consists of 3 paragraphs here. A paragraph, jangan lupa, a paragraph has a main idea. Okay, that's why it says topic sentence, usually we call it, or the main idea sentence. What is this paragraph about? What is the second paragraph about? And then, this is typical academic essay. You have support, details, example, argument, why you are saying what you are saying. Okay? So you have first, why do American companies, why did the writer say that American companies will unlikely adopt this? Why? How many reasons? 3. Yeah, 3. The first reason, what's the first reason? Yeah, okay. Because they think that the American consumers are exposed already to so much advertising. Jadi kalau dikasih bahwa oh ini eco certification, eco friendly loh gitu, doesn't, maybe they will not be more attracted either. Padahal maksudnya, right? The whole idea is the eco certification is to, what is that? So that it will attract, gitu kan? Ya. Started issuing with companies that meet high ecological standards, companies that receive blah 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 can attract customers. Maksudnya di situ. And the first reason was no, American companies will not do that because they think it will not attract their customers. Why? Because they have been bombarded by a lot of advertising. So they don't need another advertising. Maybe they will not believe it. Okay? It's not that easy to turn their attraction. Okay. Second reason, Come. Second reason? Ya karena harus di-certified jadinya the companies need to pay. And what happens? Who's going to be, what is, jangan who, what is going to be affected? The price. Ya kan? Jadi it's going to be more expensive for whom? For the consumers, yeah? Okay, so they say, huh? No. Okay. So they prefer, the companies of course prefer to keep their prices low because there's better chance to get the market. Got the idea? Yeah? Okay. Number 3, what's another reason? What's another reason? They will unlikely follow this certification process. Why? Because US companies sell, their market is mostly in the US, right? Here. Makes sense for American wood companies only if they marketed most of their products abroad. But this is not the case because American wood business sell most of their products in the United States. So there is no need. You get the idea? Okay. Remember, ini kontennya, ya. But this is the how you develop it. Paragraph, paragraph, paragraph. Very clear cut. That's an academic writing. That's why I always say the more you read academic text, the better writer you're going to become because you're going to be exposed. And when you read academic text, look at the structure. We call it the structure. Dah, sekarang ini ada topic sentence katanya in each paragraph. Where is the topic sentence ini? The writer writes a topic sentence atau a main idea sentence ini. Sentence-nya cuma 2 loh. Which one is the main idea yang control? Mana? The first sentence or the second one? What do you think? The one that talks about yang balik lagi ngomongin eco gitu, yang repeated words-nya mana? Which paragraph? Which sentence? This one, right? The first one. American consumers are exposed to so much advertising they would not value or even pay attention to. Setelah ada claim statement begitu, then you need to explain why they don't value that anymore because so many mediocre products are labeled new or improved. Ini experience. New. Gitu kan. Ternyata gitu-gitu aja. And so American consumers do not place much trust in advertising claims. Okay. Main idea sentence, topic sentence. Di mana di sini the second paragraph? Go ahead. What do you think? Which one? The writer write that main idea sentence. Where? The first one again. Eco-certified woods will be more expensive. Yeah. And because they'll be more expensive, wood company must pay to have blah, blah, blah. And then it explained. Additional cost, of course, gets passed on to customers. The consumers tend to be strongly motivated by price sensitive, and therefore they are likely to choose cheaper uncertified wood products. Okay. And the third one? Second? Or is the second talking about explaining more about the first one? What does it say about the American companies, the American wood companies? That the argument, yeah, good business, because the company shows the world that it has kept up with developments, right, is not convincing. Meaning it doesn't apply. Itu loh, itu nggak penting di sini. And then the explanation. So usually we put the main idea sentence of paragraphs in the first sentence. Again, that is your controlling idea. Then every sentences that follows your first sentence must be related, must support, must provide example to what you write in the first sentence of the paragraph. You get the idea now? You see the structure? Yeah. We don't have a conclusion here. So make sure that when you do write, you make a conclusion. Apa sih isinya conclusion? You restate this one. Itu gunanya makanya writing paraphrasing. Di paraphrase ya. Okay? Okay, we'll talk about that later. You summarize the main points and that's it. Now, let's move on. So what is the thesis actually? Apa sih yang mau dia katakan di sini walaupun it is not, ini tidak secara eksplisit ya, but the essay argues that wood companies in the United States are unlikely to adopt ecologically friendly practices and pursue eco-certification despite its global acceptance due to factors such as consumer skeptic, because they don't believe anymore in new, gitu kan. Cost consideration, it becomes more expensive because you need to get the certification, and the domestic focus of the American wood business. Remember that they sell mostly in, they serve the consumer in the country. Yeah. Okay. So, what is in the thesis statement? What is in a thesis statement? State the specific topic, may list subtopics or subdivision. Tadi maksudnya subtopic, subdivision, you remember? Section 2, 3 paragraphs, right? It may list the subtopics or subdivisions of the main topic. It may indicate the pattern of the organization of the essay. And it is normally the last sentence in the introductory paragraph. Normally, I'm not saying that it must be. It is normally. If you want to make it easy for yourself, then do the normal things. Be a normal person. Life will be easier for you. Okay? Ya, jangan aneh-aneh gitu loh. Okay, ya. Alright. So let's go on. I think we've done this already. Nah. Okay, look at this. However, it is unlikely that the wood companies in the United States will do the same for several reasons. Dia udah kasih tuh, several reasons. So, this is the end of a sentence. And of course, the reader, ingat readernya ya, the reader will expect, now I'm going to read about the several reasons. You got the idea? Yeah. It can stop here. It can stop here. Or if you want to, you can also, pada waktu berhenti di sini, dia state the specific topic, tetapi doesn't list subtopics or subdivisions. Ya kan? Several reasons you don't know. Okay? May indicate the pattern of the organization. Oh ya pasti reason. Ya pasti reason 1, reason 2, reason 3. Ya pasti listing ya. Okay, what the reasons are. But it may not, okay, it may this if you don't put this in, it doesn't list subtopics or subdivisions. This is optional. Remember, you need control. Gitu kan? And to control what you write so that you know the ideas, to develop your ideas, sometimes you need this kind of control. So that you know the next paragraph, ya reasons, tapi reasons yang mana? Reasons about consumer skepticism. This one. They're skeptic when they hear something new. Okay? Yang the next paragraph, reason yang mana? Domestic, sorry, cost consideration. Yang mana? The last one, focus of American wood businesses. You see that? Yeah. The reader, the reader are given a very clear understanding of what they're going to read, which is good. You as the writer, when you list, all right, when you do this, it will help you also to organize your essay, to come up with ideas on what to write for the next paragraph in the body. But again, this is optional. It depends. Which are you more comfortable with? I'm just giving you ideas. All right? Okay. Biasanya beginner writer, I do ask them to go like this. Supaya terkendali dia punya tulisan. Okay? Nanti kalau sudah intermediate advanced level ya udah. Bahkan the thesis statement kadang-kadang harus invert gitu loh. But that's okay. So which is better for you? All right? To be discontrol atau semi control. Okay? Right. Now, this is my favorite book. All right? I'm sharing you. This is my favorite book. A book that's been around for years. Okay? So you see, something new sometimes does not always mean better, yeah? Because it has been there for a long time. And this is what I personally believe. All right. This is a book on writing academic English by Alice Oshima and Anne Hoke. And at that time it was still The Long Man yang sekarang sudah jadi Pearson ya. Okay, The Long Man academic series. But the book is still around. I think it's already now the 4th edition. You want to get hold to that book? Go ahead. Now, about the essay. This is what Oshima and Hoke said. An essay, so this is a quote. An essay is a piece of writing with several paragraphs, meaning writing several paragraphs long. It is about one topic, just as a paragraph, sama seperti kita tulis paragraph. However, because the topic of an essay is too complex to discuss in one paragraph, you need to divide it into several paragraphs. One for each major point. Then you need to tie the paragraphs together by adding an introduction and a conclusion. Jadi, analognya, if you know how to write a good paragraph, you will know how to write a good essay. It all starts with a paragraph. As simple as that. The principle of writing a good paragraph is the same. Hanya dia dibuka, diperlebar. Okay. Writing an essay is no more difficult than writing a paragraph, except that an essay is longer. The principles of organization are the same for both. So if you can write a good paragraph, you will be able to write a good essay. Basically, I screenshot this from the book. This is it. Sama kan? Ini dari tahun 2000 sekian ya, 2000 belasan masihan, belum sampai ke 2020 bahkan. Bahkan sebelum 2010. Ini udah ada. You get it? Tapi sekarang new, kan gitu kan? Tadi yang skeptik, new-nya kayak gimana sih? New-nya ya dia cuma dia ditransform. Jadi gini. Juga dia, ya. Bahkan the connection between essay and paragraph is better and clear here. Got the idea? Okay. You see this? You see the connection? Kalau lupa bagaimana menulis paragraph, silahkan dilihat lagi, belajar lagi. How do you write a paragraph? If you follow my TOEFL IBT sessions for writing, I usually come up with this. Ini lebih baru lagi, 2020. Alright, somebody came up with this. I think this was made for young children when they start to write. So they said it's like a hamburger. We have the bottom bun and we have the top bun. Ya, sama kan? Coba lihat. This is the introductory paragraph. The introductory sentences. Ada satu atau dua. And then you have topic sentences yang mendukung whatever that you say here. Kemudian dia ditutup. The same. This is a paragraph. The paragraph becomes an essay. Kalau tadi sentences, the essay, the introduction becomes a paragraph. Paragraph, paragraph, paragraph. Okay? Clear? Okay. Here we go. I need you to look at this. We've taken a look at that. All right. And I need to give you another example now. This is an introductory paragraph. Can you tell me what is this about? Some people in Zoom said, unfortunately, we cannot read me. They're okay now. Okay, guys. Is this still about the eco certification? We still talking about the same thing? No? What is it about this time? Cultural. Okay, we're talking about ini introductory paragraph loh. I told you already. Introductory paragraph nih. Ya. Introductory paragraph on an essay. Jadi, lihatnya kemana? To find thesis gitu loh. To find mana sih dagingnya, apa sih ini sebenarnya? Where do you look? Ini nanti kalau reading ya, kalau reading. Ini reading and writing is like back to back gitu. Oke, gimana? The first atau the last one? biasanya ada di mana? In the last. Coba lihat last. You got that? What do you expect? If this was your paragraph, if this were your paragraph, if this were your thesis statement, so can you develop into body paragraphs or not? Yes. What? Ini kan controlling idenya now, what is it? Native Americans adopted some of the European ways and the Europeans adopted some of their ways. Jadi, as a reader, and now you're a writer, right? Tapi you have to put yourself on the shoes of the reader. Si reader pengen tahu apa? Ini kan? The ways, right? How Native Americans adopted the European ways, gitu kan? Dan vice versa. How or what Europeans adopted from the Americans. You get the idea? Jelas ya? Jadi struktur paragrafnya mau 1, mau 2, mau 3 paragraf, struktur paragrafnya akan seperti apa? Type of paragraph. Inside the paragraph you are going to compare, gitu kan? You're going to explain, tapi comparing what the Europeans adopt, what the Americans adopt. Got the idea? Jelas ya? Tapi ini masih blank, blank, blank. Makanya be more specific. Kalau mau dikasih control lagi, then you make this to reinforce control. Saya mau nulis apa ya? Oke. Gini aja deh. Narrow down. Then you say, you add a sentence to control your ideas, to help you elaborate, untuk membantu kalian mengurai. As a result, Native Americans have made many, this is a typo, many valuable contributions to modern U.S. culture, particularly in the areas of. Kira-kira ada berapa paragraf? Body. Kalau ini ditaruh di sini, how many body paragraphs? 4. The second paragraph talks about language, right? How Native Americans have contributed, right, to the modern U.S. culture in terms of language. The third paragraph, art. The fourth, food. Is it easier for you or not? Lebih simple nggak for you? I mean, make it easier for you to develop. Kadang that's the problem ya with the writers. Gimana nulis apa? Then limit yourself. Gitu loh. You need to narrow down. Oke. So, kalau di sini nggak salah. What I'm saying is that you can stop there. Tapi itu kemungkinannya masih macam-macam, right? But if you already batas, you give yourself limit. Okay, I'm just going to talk about the Native Americans contributions. Ya kan? Kalau di sini dia masih gede loh. That means you have to explain the Native American what has changed, all right, from the Europeans and what have changed from the Native Americans. Nah kalau di sini dibatasin, saya nggak mau ngomong deh changes the Europeans ya. Saya cuma mau bicara the US-nya. Got it? You see that? Nah, kalau you taruh di sini beres. Ya, your writing will be more focused. You will be more focused. All right. So the thesis statement may indicate the pattern of organization that the essay will follow and determine the pattern of the body paragraph. Kira-kira ini kan tadi ya. Sorry, I missed one. Yeah, there should be 4, like you said, right? So there could be 4 paragraphs. Okay, yuk, let's think before. So I need to give you time if you have questions, right, May? We have 17 minutes left. Am I correct? So I'm just going to give you this, and then I'll open up for a discussion, question and answer. All right? Okay. All right. Now let's see. If you have, these are 3. All right. These are 3 thesis statement. 3 thesis statement from an introductory paragraph. When buying a used car, use these 4 strategies to get the best price. There are several differences between a nurse practitioner and a physician's assistant. My best friend and I spent an entire summer constructing a tree house in my grandmother's old apple tree. Which which thesis statement do you think will then lead to the body paragraphs in chronological order, in a logical division, in compare contrast? What do you think? Which one is which? Chronological order yang mana kira-kira? The first one, the second one, or the third one, geng? The first, the second, or the tiga. Yes, kamu kita voting. Ada yang bilang 3. This side of the room, this side of the 3. All of you agree? 3. So that means my best friend and I, gitu. 3 ini ya, yang chronological ya. My best friend and I spent an entire summer constructing a tree house in my grandmother's old apple tree. Chronological order. Okay. Yang nomor 2, nomor 1. When buying a used car, use these 4 strategies to get the best price. Which one? Is it the same? Chronological order, logical division, or compare contrast? Logical division itu mirip-mirip kayak tadi ya, reason 1, 2, 3. Okay? It's just dividing. All right, come on guys. Number 1, when buying a car, use these 4 strategies to get the best price. Bisa logical division, bisa juga. Ini juga possible loh ya. You do this first. First of all, you have to check blah 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 blah. Second, itu chronological order. You get the idea? Sequence. So, it's up to you, you guys. It's up to you. Tidak ada template. But it makes it easier for you if you come with this kind of thesis statement. Okay, what about number 2? There are several differences between a nurse practitioner and a physician's assistant. Kira-kira nanti bentuk paragraphingnya seperti apa in the bodies? Compare, contrast. Okay? Okay, great. Yeah. And also remember that an essay has unity and coherence. just as a paragraph does. Therefore, we need transitional signals atau bahasanya transitional markers. Therefore, we have karena ini logical division. Ini bisa di chronological order, gitu kan ya. Tapi compare contrast nanti mungkin beda, mungkin. Oke. Okay? So this is what we mean by transitional markers. Ingat, sekarang banyak sekali writing itu scored by artificial intelligence. Believe it or not, they can do it. They can in terms of structure, but they cannot in terms of logical development. Tetap harus ada manusia to read the content, the flow, the connection. But in terms of structure, if you put first, second, third, itu si AI langsung berarti dia ada logical divisionnya. You get the idea? Ya, itu udah dari how many years ago. That's how the AI works. Okay, and then it says here, and the repetition of key nouns or keywords. Take a look. From the introduction paragraph. You got that? Take a look. Eco-certified, the second paragraph, eco-certified wood will be blah, blah, blah. So, it provides the readers with the constant connection. Dia di-connect lagi dengan what you have said in the introductory paragraph. We have certifications, issuing certifications, but here we have pursuing certification from the company. Okay? All right. I think, May, with this, yeah, remember this one? Okay. If you forgot about your paragraph, then go review the paragraph. All right. So I'm open now for questions because I think we have 10 minutes left. Those of you who are in Zoom, who are still somewhere in cyber, if you have also some comments, any questions, go ahead. Those of you here, is it 30 minutes or 10 minutes? Oh, okay. Sorry, because ini kenapa, I think they're giving me the wrong countdown deh. Because my countdown says 10 minutes. No. Hah? Berarti, yeah, the countdown is not, oh, I see, to the Q&A. All right. Well, anyway, I'll open. Do you have any questions? Go ahead. Go ahead. Your name, please, so everybody will know you.
Hello everyone. My name is Christina, and my question is, as we are writer, how to write a thesis statement? How to write a good thesis statement? Thank you.
Okay. How to write? I just gave you a lot of example, right?
Yes.
You write the topic, and then you have to narrow it down. Okay, to narrow it down. So you come up with a big topic. Tadi contohnya ya. Okay, Christina and the others. Remember what was the topic in the here? Okay, very good question. Thank you. I think is this? Can you see this? Right? Yeah. Right. Now in this, what is the topic? Topic is very big, right? What is the topic again? Tell me, Christina. The others. What's the topic? Topic. Eco certification. Itu kan? Eco certification. Itu big topic. Dikecilin lagi topiknya. Eco certification for whom? For wood company. Okay. So Christina, you come with a big topic. We're going to talk about eco certification. Okay. You need to narrow it first by the WH. Remember? Ada what, ada when, ada where. If you want to narrow it down. Ya. So, eco certification dalam hal ini, as I said, you can talk about the history of eco certification. Gitu kan? You can talk about the process. Gimana sih to get eco certification, to be eco certified. Ya kan, Christina? Ya. Nah, you need to decide dulu. Ya, decide dulu. Saya mau ngomong yang mana nih? Jadi the big topic is eco certification. Then you need to decide, what am I going to write about? Am I going to write about the when, the who, the what? You get it, Christina? Jadi kuncinya you need to narrow. Nah, tadi you have come up with, oh ya udah eco certification. Mungkin saya harus, I want to write about who will benefit the wood companies. Why will they benefit? Because then it shows to the customers that they are a responsible company. You get the idea? Kan yang di talk about di paragraf 1 itu ya, supaya dia kredibel gitu loh sebagai company karena dia care terhadap lingkungan hidup. Ya kan? Maksudnya kan begitu. Because of that, the idea for eco certification is to get more customers. Right? Nah, itu yang bla 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 blanya di that you need to explain. Tapi sekarang saya mau ngomongin apa tapi bahwa ini successful, many companies, there are thousands of companies maybe now using this eco certification. Itu kan balik lagi. Ya, atau companies yang seperti apa sih? Sudah ada berapa companies in this world that are using this eco certification? You get the idea, Christina? That's how you narrow down dulu. Kuncinya thesis itu narrow down. Dan itu next week we will be talking about that narrowing down process. Itu mind map. Ya. Okay? But you got the overall picture. Kamu yang harus batasin gitu loh. Pembatas itu datang from your own. And depending on how much you know about the subject. Kan gitu kan? Ya. Oke. Nah, kemudian kalau sudah narrow, tadi you know, remember ada topiknya, kadang-kadang ada title, ada subnya. Ingat ya, ini for several reasons berhenti. Kan gitu kan? And then I said, kalau mau lebih seru lagi, membantu kamu, you can add, sorry. Remember I said that you can add this? Guys, you can stop there. Last sentence, tuh, the first paragraph. For several reasons. First reason, second reason, third reason. Logical division ya. Ini, oke. Okay. Tapi supaya nggak pusing si first, second, thirdnya, you can add, Christina ini. Udah ditaruh di thesisnya. Reasons apa saja, itu kan yang saya akan kemukakan. Di situ you said already skepticism, consideration, domestic focus of the wood company. Right, Christina? Can you see the? Nanti minggu depan, this is what we say funneling ya. Corong disaring, saring. then it becomes smaller and smaller. That's that's the whole idea, okay, of thesis statement. Okay. Any other questions? Go ahead. Good.
Hello, my name is Robbie.
Yes, Robbie.
My question is, how to connect between general statement with thesis statement? Because general is usually like general, like the universal things, and then like the
Huh?
thesis statement is just so like narrow down,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so specific. I always have difficulty about how to make like one sentences to just connect between general and thesis statement. Yeah, thank you.
Robbie. That would be again the same like Christina. It's like from the big, kamu ibaratnya lagi nyaring ya, corong. You know what we call it funnel. Actually ada teknik that's called funnel. Funnel itu corong. Jadi kalau corong itu kan the lower it gets smaller, right? So you need to filter. Oke, coba deh. Nah ini tadi, look at this ya. General statement is general statement. In a which one was my second one? My second one was about, what was it about? This one, right? This one, right? Okay. General kan? General fakta loh ini, tapi general facts ya. That when the first, kan ini lagi facts. When the first Europeans came to the North American continent, they encountered the completely new cultures of the Native American peoples of North America. Robbie, that's general kan? Itu fakta. Oke. Plek. Ini dari riset saya, dari buku literatur saya, ini katanya. So you write it down. Native Americans, okay, who had highly developed cultures in many respects, must have been as curious about the strange European manners and customs as the Europeans were curious about them. Oke, ini kan general ya. Karena adanya the first European came to the North American continent, they see different cultures, right? And so you're saying that ya karena kita berbeda, pasti penasaran, kan gitu, right? You get that, Robbie? Get me? Kita beda. You narrow it down already. Kita jadi penasaran dong, pengen tahu about strange European manners and customs, ya kan? At the same time as the Europeans were also curious about the Native Americans yang mereka datangi, kan gitu kan? Oke. Nah ini kan masih general ya, Robi. Tapi do you see that it's sudah spesifik belum dari sini nih? Encounter completely new cultures, kan gitu kan ya? Dari sini kamu bisa lari kemana-mana loh sebenarnya. Mau cultural shock, kan gitu ya? Mau talking about tiba-tiba they had difficult times getting along, that's fine. But you don't decide to go that way. You decide to go this way. Terus, as always happens, when two or more cultures come into contact, there was a cultural exchange. Ini kan lagi, mau ke thesis-nya kan. Karena adanya si cultural exchange, the Native Americans adopted some of the European ways and the Europeans adopted some of their ways. Got it? Robbie, you need to come with the thesis statement before you come with the paragraph. Christina, you come with the thesis statement before you come with the paragraph. Karena kalau nggak gitu nggak kesana nggak kemari gitu loh. You need to know what you are going to write. Oke. Itu dalam perjalanannya, if you're writing a very long essay, dalam perjalanannya can go back and forth, back and forth. Kita bisa ganti itu. Ternyata saya mau ke sini, gitu kan? Then you change the thesis statement. Itu masih bisa. But Robbie, come with the thesis statement first. It's easier for you, you know. Jadi you udah kalau datang dengan ini dulu, ya kan? You know, saya harus cerita dong ya. Kenapa ya dia saling mengadopsi kan gitu kan? Oh karena berbeda. Oh karena interesting. They find it interesting and they like it. Then it gives you ideas on what you can write. Okay? And I usually ask my students, kamu pasti masih pusing di sini. Karena nih pusing loh, bukan pusing, ribet. Because then kalau you berhenti di sini, apa yang terjadi? You need to explain, you need to compare, contrast gitu kan. What the Europeans learn, what the Europeans adopt, and nanti ada paragraph yang urusannya what the Native Americans adopt from the Europeans. Ya boleh-boleh aja, but you understand, right? Kalau berhenti di sini. Juga dia. Nanti anak-anak biasanya gini, ribet ya Miss bikin kon, eh, kontras, compare kontras itu kan harus yang sama dulu baru beda. Gitu kan ya. There is a special organization for compare and contrast, right? To some it is more ribet than if you just explain, you know, logical explanation. So, usually kalau mau membuat dirinya sendiri lebih mudah, ya batasin gitu loh. Nih, batasin Christina, batasin. Saya nggak mau cerita dua-duanya. Saya cuma mau cerita salah satu kultur. Yang mana? Yang si Native Americans itu bikin kontribusi terhadap US culture, terhadap ini. Yang disebabkan tadi of the Europeans. Juga the idea? Ya. So Robbie, come with your thesis statement dulu. Oke, Christina, how do you come with a thesis statement? You need to narrow down from gede dengan WH question dulu. What, when, where. We're practicing next week about that. Okay. I think you have a question also. Kiki, I've seen your faces before, haven't I? Christina and Robbie. Belum pernah ke at America? Oh, okay. Go ahead, Ki.
Okay. My question is, how do we determine if a topic is worth writing about or not? How do we know that that topic won't be boring to write?
It depends on, well, it depends, of course, on the assignment that you get. Yeah. Because sometimes your professors will give you a very definite topic. You get the idea? Jadi bodo amat mau interesting mau tidak. But then the way you write it can be interesting. Then you need to do some research. Which part of that topic, misalnya, which part of the topic would be, do you think is worth valuable for people to read? Pasti banyak yang nggak tahu deh. Biasanya begitu ya Ki ya. Sometimes the unknown is very interesting because then the readers, you track the readers to write. Atau something yang controversial. I usually give my students controversial issues. Jadi rame itu. Because then they also dig up a lot of, what is that? A lot of reference. Okay. Controversial issues is usually very, very interesting. Okay. Tapi nanti argumentatif ya bentuknya. Okay. Alright, Ki? Yeah. Thank you. Alright. I have someone asking, Rizky, What makes the main idea sentence in the paragraph different than the thesis statement? It's not different. It's the same thing basically. Okay, Rizky, in Zoom, it's the same thing as I said. Ya kalau paragraph dia jadi main idea, gitu kan? Kalau dia di essay, dia itu berarti mengurai. It tells you what the whole essay and the body paragraphs are going to be about. Kalau di paragraph kan nggak ada body paragraph, right? So it just tells you the main idea of that paragraph. Ya, oke. Nih, oke. More questions? May? Yes. Is it here? Is it the one before Rizky? Okay. Because I can't see the one before Rizky on the screen. Di screen saya
Yes.
nggak kelihatan. Go
Bentar
ahead.
Bu, saya bacakan ya. Dari Irhamni,
Mm-mm.
dia bertanya, can we write introductory section into more than one paragraph, considering that we write a complex introduction to explain?
Where is yours? I'm just wondering where you're going to put the thesis statement gitu. Right? You can, but then how complex is complex? I don't know because that depends. It's possible, but then where are you going? When, in which paragraph do you like your thesis? Right? I think you have with academic writing. Remember that academic writing itu nggak bertele-tele gitu ya. Dia tidak berbunga-bunga loh. Very concise, to the point. Dap, 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 dap. So I think, sorry, who asked this?
Irhamni.
Irham, I think what you need to do is practice making a concise, to concise, dipadatkan dan dikompakkan. Nanti uraiannya lebih baik, uraiannya ada in your body paragraph. Rather than introductory-nya udah panjang. Okay? That's my answer. May.
One more from YouTube,
Sure.
from Honey. She would like to ask, is it okay if our title is containing much of topics, but in the essay we narrow it down?
Okay. No worries. Fine. It's just that it's very difficult for me to say okay, not okay, if I don't see, you know. I need to see the title. I need to see what you're writing about so that I can give you a more in-depth answer. But it's okay. That's all? Right. Okay. So that means I have 15 more minutes. You have no more questions, comments? You sure? If you don't, I have something extra for you then. Okay. Maybe this will take care of, this will answer some of your questions. Ya, kita latihan dulu deh. Gimana? We're talking about, yeah, we still have 15 minutes. Am I correct? 5 minutes. Okay. 5 minutes. Coba. Now, if this were your introductory paragraph, and then, ini tadi gimana ya? Tadi it's something related, I think, to your question ya, tadi about how do you connect something general to something specific. Ya coba silahkan di-connect. Order this so that it will make a paragraph. I gave you already the first one. The way people greet each other when they meet each other for the first time varies from culture to culture. Okay? What comes next? Ini latihan kecil, kecil. Ini latihan narrowing down in a paragraph. Ayo. Second sentence, come on, guys. Huh? In some cultures, people bow, and in others, they shake hands. Gitu. Terus, udah nih, udah disebut. Shake hands. Nah, terus three. Ini kan baru in some cultures ya. Now we narrow down. Where shake hands? Gitu kan? Where shake hands? In English, speaking countries, shaking hands is the custom. Do you see that funneling? Terus yang mana lagi mau ditaruh? In English speaking countries, shaking hands is the custom. Oh, okay. And then which one? You have one, two, three. You still have three more that you need to organize. Which comes next? Is the custom. Terus? Which one? Which one? Number 4. Ini yang jawab geng Education USA. Halo, 4. Udah ikutin aja, dia cepet. Kan the custom is shaking hands. Terus, how one shake hands sends an important message about one character. Udah gampang dong kalau dari sini. Which one? Number 1. Karena kuncinya mana kuncinya? And you see that? Ini ya, kalau nulis gini loh. So, you give karakter. Nah dari karakter ya jelasin dong. That's what we mean by cohesion. Kohesi. Bertautan. Link. One from another. Jadi yang baca tuh enak. Oh iya, about one character. Oh gimana? Nah ini, a handshake, if done properly, a handshake gives the impression of strength, honesty, and if done improperly, it conveys weakness and dishonesty. Tutup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last sentence then is ini baru intro. Terus body paragraphsnya kira-kira apa? A proper handshake has 4 ingredients, gitu kan? Dia sebutin nggak? Pressure, pump. Pump itu you know what pump is? How you squeeze. Itu pump. Pump. I know that some people go like this. And sometimes I go, why don't you just give me 5? Right? Nah itu karakter loh. Sometimes when I get people shaking hands and they don't really shake my hands, I'm like evaluating their character, like going, what do you want me to do? What's this supposed to mean? Okay. Now, anyway, yeah, a handshake has 4 ingredients. So the second paragraph you will be talking about pressure, pumps, the third, the third paragraph and the fourth paragraph probably about eye contact, and then the last about bisa begitu. Kalau aduh sedikit, saya cuma sedikit ngomongin pressure and pumps ya udah pressure and pumps jadiin satu. You get it? You see? Kenapa you bisa terstruktur seperti ini? Karena your statement di sininya terlimited. Alright? Okay. Okay. So, I think that's time is up, right? Yes. Okay. So thank you everyone for coming today, and I hope I will see you next week. Yeah, we will be talking more about this, right? Session 2, just a reminder, we'll be here again. I'll be here again on Saturday, June 10th, same time. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thanks. Thanks.
Okay, thank you so much,
Thank you, Andrea.
Rafael. And also, thank you so much, everyone, for coming here today. I hope you learned something new today. And earlier, before today's event, I asked a little trivia question, which was, what is the purpose of an abstract in an academic paper? And the answer is B, to provide a summary of the paper's main point. Congratulations to Robbie Ramadan from Instagram for answering the question correctly. If you find today's event interesting, I suggest you to check our social media platforms. We are on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at AT America, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel and newsletter as well. And with that, I think we have reached the end of today's event. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. Again, with me, Andrea Oriel, and see you at the next At America event.